I'm in third year political science, and I will be taking courses next year. Educate, inform, engage. And in one sentence, one of the really inspiring phrases I heard from one of my professors is that everyone has the right to collective intelligence, but autonomy of thought. One of my biggest goals for next year is to find one major project to work on, and I guess more work on the planning and more logistical aspect of different things we can do with the Student Federation moving forward, because there is so much that can be done with such a recent position, and of course trying to do everything all at once might not be as effective as working really hard on making one thing really strong and really effective. In terms of things I've done most recently, as VP Internal of PIDSA, I'm often used as the mediator position, so I know what it's like to have to instill the fairness aspect, and I've also had a position on the standards committee of my sorority, and basically what that means is there are rules that everyone's expected to abide by, and just letting everyone know that these are the rules, you can't just deviate from them, and be able to let people understand that this is what we're doing, not because we want to infringe on anyone, but we want to make sure that everyone has a fair chance at whatever it is. A lot of the things that were brought forward were great as the first mandate for VP Equity, but there was obviously a lot to bring forward, and of course everyone wants to do as much as they can, but it's often like some really great things can be overshadowed by smaller projects that may get in the way of the larger goal. So I think focusing on one really big project, for example the bilingualism audit, what could have been the big project of the year, and then making next year focused on one specific thing as well could probably make it a lot more effective. I'm not running with a slate. I chose to run as an independent, not because I don't find that my values don't align with any of the people that chose to represent themselves together as a team, as an affiliation, but I find that running as an independent gives you so much more freedom to express yourself in the way you want to, the time to do what you want when you want to. I can campaign on my time and not on everyone else's, and also I really believe that what I do for the students, and of course I also do it for myself, and I'm not going to present myself as a candidate because I want to run with my friends or because I want to run with like-minded people. I mean, you may never encounter the perfect ideal situation of people you're going to have to work with, so I'm willing to work with anyone, and I wanted that to come across. I think the most important thing is to be open and acceptant of the fact that you may not agree on everything, and it happens even with people who are from the same slate. I'm sure there are times when they don't agree on everything. That's just the way it is. People will disagree, and I think the most important thing is just to be open, honest, and not judgmental. Be super respectful, because that's the best way to get things done. Be respectful to whoever you're working with. You definitely have to have your head on straight. Don't let things stress you out. It's always going to happen. People say, oh, stress is not a big deal. Don't stress, don't worry. But you always have to know that in the back of your mind, whether this is driving you up the wall right now, there is so much more that you can do if you just level things out, let everything work out fine, and things will work out if you're willing to just pick up and do it, and just do it as to the best of your abilities. And also just be honest, be open, be willing to communicate, be willing to respect your others' differences, because that's something that will come up often. People will always have differences, and it's just being respectful and being mindful of that. I actually don't have a signature dance move. Every move is a signature dance move based on the song. So I could start with something like this, and then it could turn into a two-step. It really goes. It could go anywhere. It could go from simple two-step to one of those like signature boy band dance moves, straight to a full-blown established twerk. It just depends on the day. I definitely would be Portia from The Merchant of Venice, and it's because it's characters like that show how badass women can be. And that's exactly what I'd like to be. My ideal country to live in would be Ireland. I'm definitely afraid of planes, so I don't know how I'm gonna get there. But one day I plan on going, and I feel like the difference in culture might be good for me because I haven't traveled very much, so I think that would be a cool experience.